This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Thursday, June the 21st. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, up to half of the approximately 3,000 workers in the privately run public service vehicle sector could lose their jobs if the government insists on maintaining its announced petrol tax on the sector. That's the contention of PSV executives. Following a meeting yesterday afternoon with Minister of Transport, Works and Maintenance, Dr. William Duguid, at the Minister's Pine St. Michael office, the top brass of the Alliance Owners of Public Transport and the Association of Public Transport Operators insisted that the 40 cents per litre fuel tax would yield catastrophic results for their business.
So really and truly, between 40 to 50% of the industry could find themselves displaced in the event that that decision had to take its course. Right? Now, that is something, and I want to emphasize, we are making every effort to avoid that at all costs.
Meanwhile, Public Relations Officer of the Alliance Owners of Public Transport, Mark Haynes, who attended the same meeting, praised the minister's response to their concerns, but was anxious to have follow-up talks to fully address outstanding issues.
We looked at the whole issue of the bus fares that was on the table, the question of the imposed levies relative to the taxes that gone on the gasoline and so on, and look at the argument thus far that the sector will be disadvantaged. He expects to look at that query, that matter, so that he takes it to Cabinet through the Ministry of Finance to look at the figures to see where we can be assisted.
In other news now, residents of White Hill, St. Andrew, whose homes and lands have been slowly slipping away for years, can forget about being relocated. After a tour of the community yesterday, Minister of Housing and Lands and MP for the area, George Payne, said it would be too expensive to relocate all 50 homes, for which he attached a price tag of some $25 million. Payne said it would be cheaper to repair the damaged roads.
But if you look at it strictly in terms of economics and you look at the costs of reciting all of the houses in the White Hill area, I think that is, there's no way that we would be able to achieve that, because you're talking of about close to $20–25 million to relocate all of those houses. There are a few houses very near the road that must be as a matter of urgency, must be relocated, but you're probably talking about 10 houses or so.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. President of the Joint Trade Union Movement in Trinidad, Ansel Roger, has put the government on notice of industrial action. Roger has accused the Keith Rowley administration of conspiracy to sabotage the industrial court.
Speaking at Labor Day celebrations in Faizabad on Tuesday, Mr. Roger gave the administration a failing grade and also put them on notice for some action.
This Dr. Rowley government planning to not renew the contract, we watch on and see, of certain judges later this year because of certain judgments that they handed down in favor of the workers.
Come September 7th, JTUM says the nation will see a day of rest and reflection.
And on the international scene, Hungary has defied the European Union and human rights groups and approved legislation that criminalizes aid given to illegal immigrants. We pick up the story in this Euronews report.
Hungary's parliament has approved a number of bills which means some people who help migrants could end up in jail. The law, known as Stop Soros, has been condemned by the European Union and human rights groups and makes it illegal to assist in an asylum claim of an illegal immigrant. Hungary built barriers on the border with Serbia and Croatia to prevent immigrants entering the country during the European migrant crisis. The new legislation, which limits how much help an NGO would be able to give in asylum cases, was defended by the country's foreign minister. If someone tries to stop this, protecting the Hungarian and European borders, or tries to help illegal migrants to come to Hungary, then they have to face the consequences. There's been condemnation of the new rules from politicians and aid organisations both inside and outside Hungary.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.